Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the 8th episode of Small Eyes Big Dreams with two of my great friends, Benjamin Doris and the Iris Chua. Introduce yourself, guys.
I'm Benjamin Doris and Irus.
I'm Irus Chua, and I'm really a great friend. Wait, Ding is my great friend.
Yeah.
Dennis. Okay. I'm recording a podcast. Anyways, sorry for that small interruption. We can keep that in the video. Okay, guys, let's start off with a question of the day. So usually how this goes is we ask a question of the day and then usually have like 5 to 10 minutes just talking about this one question. So you guys can go on for a very long time. So the question of the day is a pretty simple one today. What is your guys' morning routine like?
I'll go first. So basically, it really depends. On school days, I wake up at 6 a.m., brush my teeth, take a shower, eat my breakfast, pack my clothes, the usual. And since I live an hour away from school, I have to leave my condo 7 a.m. to get to school at 8. But on weekends, it's very different since I usually have a volleyball game or sometimes with Iris, a basketball game.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up like at least 2 to 3 hours before the game so I can get ready, get my breakfast in, pack my clothes, get my water.
Really?
Yeah. 2 to 3, like, because an hour takes me an hour to get up because, it's the weekend.
Yeah.
And the other hour is just getting my stuff together, telling my driver where we need to go, getting the ways in, and just getting mentally ready for the game and physically ready by eating.
I see.
So yeah.
How about you, Iris? Since both of you guys I know are athletes, right? Both of you guys play basketball, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Iris is the real star for basketball.
Iris is the
I'm
real
a bench player.
It's just Instagram highlights after Instagram highlights.
Yeah.
So basically, in the weekdays, just like Ben, I wake up at 6 a.m. I take a bath, brush my teeth. Then after, I'd usually eat breakfast. Then I'd go to school. But during the weekends, it's different because sometimes the game schedules are either morning or afternoon. If the game is in the morning, then what I would do is I'd wake up earlier, then I would do some shooting, then after I'll do some stretching. But if my game's like late afternoon, around like 2 or like 5 p.m., then I'd usually wake up at like 8 to 9, around that time. Then I'd take a bath and brush my teeth. Then I'd do shooting for like an hour to an hour and a half. Then I'd focus on my dribbling since that's one of my weaknesses in playing basketball. Then after that, I would do an hour of stretching since, like in basketball, a lot of people get injuries and
Right.
kind of need to stretch. Then after that, I would eat some lunch and I'll spend time with my younger sister who studies.
I have a question to one of the points you talked about. It was getting injured. Have either one of you guys ever gotten injured, like playing a sport?
Well, for me, I never really got injured, but I have a funny story about getting injured one time. So I got injured one time. I pulled I think it was inner thigh muscle or whatever it was. Anyways, it was in my thigh, so I couldn't really walk. So I had a game that weekend, and in that game, like the coach of the opponent team was an old coach of our team, and he had a falling out with our head coach. So what happened was like our coach took one of the best players of our team and made him play on our team for that tournament. So when they faced off in the game, the coach got so angry and he like actually threw a punch at my coach. So what happened was like my tito and like a couple other dads from the stands just went into action. Like one of the dads took off his shoe and threw it, and the other one just made a flying kick, and the other one just threw his hat at him, and like they got suspended for the whole tournament. So yeah,
Bro, I
that's pretty
feel
much
like
it.
that story is
Funny.
exaggerated. No.
It's not. I'm not even joking. I watched that with my 2 eyes. It was like the funniest thing I've ever seen.
No, because I heard another story from Irus before. It was like Irus like broke his foot or something, and then
Oh yeah.
played in the game.
I'm not gonna
what
lie,
happened
Iris.
then?
That's a
Oh,
bunch
yeah,
of
yeah,
bullshit.
about
That's a
that.
bunch of bullshit.
No, that's not, bro. I'm not lying, bro. Like,
Okay.
so basically, I think that was like around April of 2019. That was the summer. I would usually train like every day, and we had like a tournament in Thailand coming up. So days before that, like 2 days before we were gonna go to Thailand, I felt like pain in my foot, and I thought it was just like, the normal pain, but then like it wouldn't go away. So when I went to Thailand, I still like played the games with like that much pain. Like after practice or games in the night, I literally had to put my foot in like a bucket of ice every night for like an hour. I would literally cry sometimes because of how cold it was.
Wait. So
I have
you
one thing to
broke
say to this,
You
Iris.
broke your foot, or was that just? Oh, I see. It's
Like,
kind
it
of
was needed, for like
Like-
recovery. And then what's this?
Did you
Like,
break
the
your
last-
foot, or did you just like pull a muscle in your foot or strain or something? If you broke your foot, Iris, you would
I,
not be
I
able
didn't
to
break
walk.
my foot. Like, so
Okay,
basically-
fine. Here we have it. Here we have it.
Wait. So was it like just a strain or like
Yeah.
this?
But
No,
what's
like-
what's the injury? What happened?
I
Like,
fractured my ankle, bro. I did not even know it beforehand. It was fractured.
fractured your ankle.
What do you call this? Like in the championship game, we won, right? So, what's this? Oh yeah, the pain was so bad in the championship, right? After like the next day, I couldn't even walk. Like my teammates had to like help me go to the lobby since we were gonna leave Thailand already, right?
Mhm.
And then like in the airport when we were gonna get picked up, I had to get like a wheelchair since I couldn't walk. To like
A wheelchair.
yeah.
Wait. So was that after?
I remember it.
Yeah, that was after the game, like when I went to Thailand to the Philippines already. And then my dad was like, let's go to like the doctor like the next few days. And then when we got the MRI reports, it was like a fractured ankle apparently. So I couldn't play basketball for like 1 to 2 months.
What?
That is not how long a fracture takes. How long, Ding? Since you're in biology, tell us
it was
how long a
damaged.
fracture
Bro,
takes.
I don't know either. All I know that it's like it goes from like a dislocation to a fracture to like actually breaking. Right.
Because my mom broke her foot when I was younger, and it took her like half a year, like more than 8
Half
months.
a year.
More than 8 months to like heal, more than
it
6
took
months.
me about 3 months. It took me about 3 months when I dislocated my arm once.
Yeah, dislocated. You didn't even crack
Yeah,
the bone.
yeah.
It just popped out of place.
Yeah,
How
it
is
just
that?
dislocated. And then
Wait.
like I think the biggest injury I ever had was either the dislocation or like one time in grade 1, I was like climbing the playgrounds, and then like accidentally I just fell from a really high point in the playground, and I just like fell flat on my back. And then I remember making such a big deal out of it, but like I was carried on a stretcher, then ambulance, and then they carried me to Asian hospital. They did a bunch of X-rays only to find that like there was nothing wrong. Like it was completely fine. So like I don't know. I just made a lot out of injuries back then, I think. But
Yeah.
thankfully I haven't gotten injured recently.
Alright, Iris, I just researched how long does it take to heal a fractured bone, and I'd like to make an apology. It does say
Why?
6 to 8 weeks, so that's around 2 to 3 months.
Really, 6 to
It
8.
was supposed to be 1 month, and then I tried, right? I tried like doing basketball again, but then it hurt, like it still hurts. So my dad told me to rest for like another month, because like if I like force it, at that time Kevin Durant, he got like that
Oh my
injury. Then
God.
it became like an Achilles, and my dad was like making me realize that like if I force it, it'll probably be worse.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I have a question for you, Iris, because I remember talking to you back then, and then we talked about your love for tennis instead of basketball. So my question for you, man, is did you get forced into playing basketball instead of tennis? Like, what are the dynamics there? You know, just never got forced into the sport.
I guess like at that time that was like around February, right?
Yeah. I think we were hanging out with Ben, something like that.
I guess like
Yeah.
I wasn't forced to like play. Like they just like convinced me to try to play basketball again since I was really good at it like before pandemic. I guess I just love tennis since it's like a one-on-one sport where it's just me versus my brother, you know, because like that was just like the memories we did like all summer. But like when I started playing basketball again, I guess I just felt very happy and I felt like it was like right. So like in February, I guess I just did not realize that at that time that I actually love basketball. I mean, I still love tennis, but I just realized that playing basketball is more fun than playing tennis.
So you sort of grew into it, right?
Yeah.
I see. Ben, how about you? Do you grow into playing any sports or like
Yeah, sort of. I
Anything.
started playing football when I was 5 years old.
mhm.
And well, the reason for that is because when I moved to the Philippines, I was poor. And when I got here, I didn't really have any sports. And I just my dad and mom wanted me to play a sport so I can make friends, join a team. And it just so happened, my cousin Tim, who's the exact same age as me, is in a football team. And my older cousin, who's like 7 years older than me, he also plays football. So I guess the easiest decision for my parents was just to let me join footballs because I already know someone there and he'll help me make friends, like my cousin Tim.
Mhm.
And yeah, I guess that's where I started, and I just kept on going for like until I was at least 15. I stopped, but I've stopped playing because of the pandemic, and I just transferred to Brent. Because in the
Right.
pandemic, it was really hard since like you can't really play team sports like basketball or football. And since I moved to Brent, there's no like football team that's year round. So I just
Yeah.
decided playing basketball. I would try out basketball and volleyball since they're both sports I enjoy watching a lot, and it comes pretty naturally to me where I'm like, even though I just started, I'm like not terribly bad, so I have like a shot at playing on a team, which I kind of
Right.
enjoy. What do you think, Iris? Do I have a shot at making a team?
Definitely have a shot, dude. Like
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
nothing's impossible, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, me too, Ben. I haven't even seen you play, bro. Just
Basketball or volleyball?
no, I've seen you play basketball, not volleyball though. Wait, because yeah, dude, I need to attend one of those games sometime, man.
You saw my story though, right? Smash that shit.
Oh yeah, for sure, man, for sure, bro.
Yeah. Well, I know Iris saw it. He told me earlier.
No, I'll
He's a real
watch.
one. I'm kidding.
No, no, so it seems like the sports came pretty like naturally to you because like for me, it took me a while to even like a sport. Like I was super choosy with a sport, probably because like I was never good at any particular sport, so it took like much more like effort. Wait, no, you guys agree?
Not really. It depends who you're playing with as well. Because I feel like when I started basketball, I was playing with my drivers, and of course, they whooped me. And and the reason why I like sports is because I'm a very competitive person, as both of you may know. So of course, I take that very personally when they whoop me. So I want to beat them. So that's why I started playing basketball a lot with them, and I eventually beat them. And I moved on to new people, and now it's Irus who's whooping me. And now,
No.
well, actually no 1v1 I take you. but in a game, you're good. I can't keep up.
So you don't think it actually matters that much if you're good at the sport to actually enjoy it?
I don't think it really
Yeah,
matters.
I don't really think it matters.
The most important thing about it is like there's two different things. It's if you actually want to be good at the sport, you would work hard for it, or if you just treat it as like a hobby that you can like escape like reality and just be happy playing that sport. You know, for me, those are like two different things. Like, for example, I want to be better in basketball. That's why I work hard for it. Or like, I just want to have fun in tennis. So, like, I just play with my friends. Or
Yeah, it's more casual.
Yeah.
It's like, for me, I feel like I like playing literally mostly all the sports except for the trifecta of sports that are just evil. I hate them. Swimming, running, biking.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
I
you
just
mean
don't like them. Triathlon sports.
Stuff triathletes do.
Yeah, you know why I hate them? Because it's just single-minded. I mean, I guess it does show great mental toughness, but when you're running, what else do you think of other than running?
You think of getting to the finish line, I guess, or like
like you think about
proper
like-
technique.
Yeah, that's true.
what
But
motivates
when
you.
you're
breathing
when you're
probably.
like in football, volleyball, basketball, like high intensity sports that I like to play, right?
Yeah.
Your mind is like working like so much at the same time. Like you're trying to get your plays in, you're trying to move your body, you're trying to jump high, you're trying to run fast, you're trying to pass the ball, you're trying to shoot. I like sports like that because it not only gets my body really going physically, but mentally as well, which I like because it like helps my critical thinking, I guess, a lot.
Really, you're critical. So
Yeah,
so
trust me,
so
if you're in a high
sports
stakes game,
translated into school. If
critical thinking.
talk about
guess-
critical thinking.
I guess if you're faced with a problem, you can always like try and find your way around it. Like, let me put it in basketball terms. You're down like 3 points, fourth quarter, 10 seconds left. What do you do from there? What play do you make against, let's say, a 2-3 defense? What do you do against them? You have the ball inbound. Stuff like that. Yeah, different situations. Like you have to think. It's like math. Like for math, critical thinking, Mr. Copeland.
especially like in basketball,
Yeah.
like people usually get nervous. So like
Yeah,
the situations, critical thinking is actually needed, and like the pressure, of course. Like
yeah, of
there's
course.
a lot of people there cheering. and
It
it's
builds
like-
lots of character. That's what I like to think as well.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
for example, in my last volleyball game, where we played ISM and Faith, Brent JV won against ISM and Faith, by the way.
I'm
And
proud, man.
like some of our players, like you can tell that they were very nervous, even though like because there were quite a bit of people watching. Like one of my teammates, he served the ball, he missed. He was like very depressed about it. When he sat down on the bench, our manager Christian told me that he saw him, his hand was like shaking after he missed the serve. So what do you do then? That's like it like really builds character. Like what do you do then? You just gotta have that mental toughness as well
and
to
I
get
do-
through it, because it applies to real life situations. Like if you're in a job, you have to make a high stakes decision and you do something wrong, what do you do then? Like high stakes situations type.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, for sure. But you, Iris.
So for me, like my opinion, usually when people like make mistakes, they kind of get like frustrated or like become sad or they doubt themselves. But I think that's just like part of the process, and the only way to get over that is like learn from your mistakes. 'Cause that's like how I felt like before when I was young. That's what my parents would always say, and I think now I've developed like those type of situations where you have to decide which, and I may still make like mistakes, but like I always put like the lesson in my mind, and it always reminds me until today.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I guess you could get that out from sports. Man, I probably just did not have a have good experiences with the sports, man. That's That's why I switched up. You know.
Yeah, I think it also depends on like your build, athletic ability, and like your personality. That also depends. Because I know people as well. They're like athletic, but they just don't like team sports. They don't like those types of situations.
No, I think I always got nervous in team situation.
Like high stakes situations as well. Like sometimes, like of course, I get nervous too, especially in football when you're taking penalties. Because if you think about it, when you take a penalty, when you miss, like if you lose the game, it's not just the reason you lost is because you missed the penalty, but like you got 10 other people on the team who are relying on you to make this penalty, and like a whole school relying on you to make this school win.
Like the pressure.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
For like
But-
basketball, it's like shooting free throws.
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
in the face.
Yeah. How do you handle the pressure, Iris? Do you like it? Do you like the pressure? Do you like
I like the pressure.
shy away? Same. I feel like it
How
helps
about you?
build. It helps my performance. Like fuels the fire.
Yeah.
Really, I don't like it. It actually, like back when I used to just play basketball, it really scared me, all the pressure.
Yeah.
And then I performed like 10 times worse. Like
Yeah, that
Under-
happens.
like I couldn't even make
happens,
like a simple layup, for example, like under pressure. Which is why I switched my focus to going more to the gym, because there's no pressure really there unless like you're benching like high weights, squatting high weights, and then like you're nearly to failure. Then there's some pressure, but it's like no one's watching you. You can just sort of focus in your own space. I think I like that more.
Yeah, that's
think
fair.
Yeah, that's a good thing for you.
No, I
It's
keep
like,
saying
the reason why I don't like going to the gym so much is, I mean, I'd like to do it as a supplement for my sports, but when I do something like I want people, like for say basketball, I want people to know I'm doing it. So like, there's a reason why I'm doing it. And it's mostly, I mean, it is for myself, for my physical well-being, but like, I like representing when I do sports, stuff like that. Or just like, yeah, like, you know how like people sing for others, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dance for others. I like playing sports in that kind of way.
For others.
Not really. You get what I mean, right?
Hold up. So is it more for others or more for yourself?
It depends. Yeah, I think it's more for myself, but I do like it when people come like support. You know what I mean? It feels good that there's people watching you when you're doing something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Gain a
that's
lot of friends from them.
Yeah, like if your like sister Iris always watches your games, you feel good about that, right?
Yeah, of course, because she's
Yeah.
like one of the like most important people in my life that
Yeah, of
help
course.
me. Like even if like she may not be there, I know that her presence will always be there.
Yeah,
It's in my
like that.
peace of mind.
No, I swear. I just need to find time on the weekends to watch one of your games, Ben. I swear, bro.
I'm telling you, man. Next week, Spike Night, man. This is Spike Night at Brent after school. We're gonna be playing Faith
Friday?
Academy. Not this Friday. This Friday we have the acquaintance party, so it'll be next Friday.
Oh, I'll watch that then. I'll watch that.
Yeah, of course. All
Yeah, me
support.
too.
Like, the
Also,
only-
by the way, PS, although the varsity game might be more exciting, they're gonna lose anyway. So if you want to see a winning team, go to the JV varsity boys.
Why? Is it like in gym 1 or gym 2? Like,
It's usually separate.
separate?
Right. No, Ben. If I ever compete in powerlifting or
Of course, bodybuilding, bro. You were telling us about that last time.
bodybuilding,
Of course,
guys
we're all
gotta
gonna
come
support.
watch me, man.
Of course.
Even if I place
Mr.
49th place, bro.
You gotta attend the next Mr. Bacolod, like Landon Carson. He's actually competing for Mr. Bacolod. Actually,
What they call this thing? Like, it's really part of the process. Like, like the one who won gold, is it Heidelin Diaz? Like, before
Yeah.
she won gold, she had
yeah. You always lose before you
like,
win.
failures.
Right.
before- Like, it's
You always lose before you win.
like,
Yeah, that's fair. No, I think part of the reason I want to join one of those competitions is just to experience it. You know, it's not really
experience like a high level competition of sorts.
No, because one of my goals in school, especially like before I graduate, is to have a super strong balance between my social life, grades, and what I like to do. So I feel like if I can carry that out, I would be so happy. And like, what better way to carry that out than competing in a bodybuilding show? That would be so cool. Opinion. That would be so cool.
We're gonna show out, don't worry. Tashikwa. Although Ryan is maybe tentative to attend yet again.
Ryan. If you do it. Yeah, Iris, what were you gonna say?
So like what made you like go more into weightlifting? Like what made you want to
where the passion come from?
Where the passion come from?
You're passionate with it, with all the tank tops.
Come on, bro. You don't have to call me out like that, man.
Man. We all know all the pros wear tank tops.
No, I think it's the same with you guys. It's such a generic answer, but it's more like it's because I actually like doing it. Like I see people who go to the gym just for a bit, and they just quit in a matter of 1 to 2 weeks without even seeing what their body's capable of. And for me, I wasn't blessed with the best genetics. I wasn't blessed with the most fit body at the start. But I wanted to try and see like what I could cultivate, with what I had. So that's one of the reasons. And secondly, I also want to live, a healthy life. Doing what I like. So this kills two birds with one stone. I like going to the gym, and I also want to live a healthy life. So it helps in those endeavors.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's fair.
Ben, you should join me again, bro. Honestly,
bro. I in the summers when I have like off time, nothing to do, I actually do go to the gym. You saw my workout goals. Anytime Fitness Bacolod. I'm a regular there. There's a dude from Brent. I go. I try to go, but like on weekends, I usually don't have time. Right. Since my practice for volleyball and basketball is like the entire week, my schedule's pretty stacked, so I don't have time to go to the gym.
All right. I mean, okay. I have one last question for both of you guys, and then let's wrap this up. It's
Okay.
What do you guys envision yourselves to be as in the future? Like I'm talking more with sports, like
career or sports.
Yeah. Do you plan to do it as career, or do you plan to play like a specific sport for recreation, like in the future? Like what do you guys plan regarding that? I'm quite curious.
For me, I'm definitely not gonna go pro in any sport, but in college, I definitely want to join club sports for volleyball, basketball, or football, because I really love playing all those sports. And when I'm older, like I want to join like those rec leagues, all that. It's really fun. I love competing, but I don't think I have time nor the will, because I feel like I want to focus more on like career, since I'm also passionate about that, like future job, business, stuff like that. I'm quite passionate about that too, so maybe that's where I move forward. But I also want to stay active by doing all the sports. Keep my lifestyle balanced.
That's fair. Well, you, Iris.
So honestly, right now, I'm thinking into probably going pro, like basketball. Maybe like here in the Philippines or maybe overseas, but I'm not sure in the NBA since I'm not like
the NBA good. Man.
Damn. I'm not that good. But if like I was gonna choose like a different career other than basketball, I'd probably be a businessman. And like my dad has like a company, and he said that if I would like want to work there, then I could like take over the company and probably do it with my brother or my sister in the future.
So it's sort of like a fallback option, I guess. I see. No, that's always good to have a fallback option if you know you're
Got one too. It's called working in a hotel.
Huh? Yours?
Yes. Young Hotel. You stayed there, Dig.
Yeah.
Give it a rating out of 5 stars.
Ben, your hotel was 6 out of 5 because
Alright, thank you.
We just came from an island that time, so Ben and I were dirty as hell, and like we just needed some hot water, shower,
Hot showers.
like
Showers
clean
are good.
beds. And I swear that day when I went home to Ben's hotel, it was the best feeling in the world. Just being able to have a hot shower.
Please deserve Nature's Village Resort, Talisay City.
You should take me there
Yeah.
next time. man.
Of course.
Right.
But if there's only a few of you, you won't be staying in a hotel.
Oh yeah.
You'll probably stay in my house.
But I thought you said we were gonna stay on the streets, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess for you that can be arranged.
Damn, really? Okay.
I mean, you
see.
asked for it. You asked for it.
I see how it is, man.
All right.
All right. So it's been a pretty good episode, guys. What do you
good
think
episode,
about the
good
Small Eyes Big Dreams podcast?
I think for a podcast with small eyes, the dreams sure are big. I mean, yeah, it's pretty decent. I've seen a couple episodes. It's pretty good talks. Most of them are with people I know, so it's good to see their perspectives. Yeah,
Right. And then your guys' episode's gonna be out soon, you know.
Yeah, make sure Irus posts it on his accounts because yes,
Why, bro?
you have so many like fans. They're all gonna watch it. I know this. I'm certain of it. Get Small Eyes Big Dreams a bunch of views, Irus. Come on.
All right. Well, stay tuned for our next episode, guys. And these guys will definitely be back for another episode.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you. Guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Yeah.
you for the podcast. Bye.
The podcast. Love you. Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.